Here we go. Happy Friday. Happy weekend. Christ is King. And welcome to episode 239, your favorite D list actor, coming to you live Phoenix, Arizona. Where actually it's chilly right now. It's in the 60s all week, which actually for us it's actually kind of freezy when it hits the 60s when you live in the desert. So that's what we're dealing with right now. Yeah, I don't like it. I don't like the wind. I did not run this week. Too windy to run, but the workouts were still really, really good. I only got a half workout in on two of the days because I had my guitar lessons on both days for our film. Like I said, I got that movie coming up. We're filming on my birthday weekend on the 27th and 28th. So I've been getting guitar lessons because I have to play the guitar in two scenes, I believe. So working on that. We got one watching live. And it's as difficult as it was when I tried to learn back in 1994, my first deployment to Saudi Arabia. Yeah. For 90 days, I tried to learn the guitar, and it was bad. It was bad. But so far, I've had two. I think I'm actually probably doing a lot better than I did the first time I tried to play, but we'll see how that goes. Shannon, what's up? How are you doing? How is it out there in Michigan? Am I close enough to this mic? Do I need to bring it down some? It seems good. I like it. Sounds good. That's cool. We got two watching live, but yeah, it is chilly. Good workouts, but no runs, like I said, because of the wind. I don't like wind. What else we got? Oh yeah, for those of you keeping score at home, we still don't have our bathroom fixed, but it's moving in the right direction. So that's good. Black cat in the house. That's what I'm talking about. What else we got? Oh, episode 8 of my collectible show is out. If you haven't seen that yet on YouTube, and we will have another episode next, a fresh episode next Tuesday at 9 a.m. I can see the hair, and we're speaking of that movie, I'm filming the beard. I gotta grow the beard out a little bit more, so I won't shave this until after we film because they wanted it a little bit thicker. And yeah, then the hair. Then after that, pretty much everything is coming off once we film. So I'll probably get a haircut. I think you get an extra $1 off on Tuesdays for veterans. So I think I get my haircut next Tuesday, not next Tuesday, but the Tuesday after next. So I will be a shaggy man for my birthday next Thursday. 53. Oh, what's up in the house? We got 3 in the chat. We got 4 watching live, and we got 2 likes. Boom, boom, boom. We had celebration stuff going on. I can barely ever make it happen. It always happens on an accident. So, cool story. As you guys know, I do collectibles. I have a collectible show. And I only get my collectibles from Ross because I'm doing it on a budget because I see how much these things cost and what people are paying for them. And there's no way I'm paying that much for an action figure, no matter how much I like them. So anyway, I got overcharged at Ross. I didn't realize it. She charged me for more than I actually bought. And I went back in there like a couple weeks later. And when I finally saw the same lady, she was like, "Oh, just bring the receipt and I'll take care of it. Don't worry about it." That was it. I was like, "All right, cool." Brought it in. Boom. Ross is awesome. Like it was just like done like that. Boom. Money's back in your account. Thanks for stopping by. Sorry we messed up. Like, that was some seriously good customer service. That's what I'm talking about. What else we got there? Oh yeah, how'd you guys do on the short week? It really messes me up now that I'm in school. I'm missing an entire day. I'm missing an entire class, and it's so weird. Like normally, because I don't have a job, it's no big deal. But during school, missing one day during the week and messing up your class rotation, or like the last 2 weeks ago when our instructor was out for a week for a one day, it really, really screws things up in that class. All good, but we'll get to the class stuff at the end when we talk about this week in film school. This week in the Bible, I'm reading Deuteronomy, but I'm doing 2, I guess, chapters. I can't remember what they're called, these pieces, but I'm doing 2 at a time. And man, Deuteronomy is really freaking good. There's some really good stuff in there. I like Deuteronomy so far from the Old Testament. It's way better than Numbers. and it's in Leviticus. So it's definitely stepping in the right direction. But that's what I heard though. I heard that once you finish Leviticus and Numbers, everything after that is just like, all right, cool. This is flowing reading, because otherwise you're like, bro, there's some stuff that you're just like, oh, I have to read all these names. Oh my goodness, I have to read all these numbers. Oh my goodness. But I'm reading the whole thing, front to back, cover to cover. Yeah, that's where I'm at right now. Like I said, I've already finished the New Testament, and now I think it's like 28, maybe. I think Deuteronomy 28. Yeah, I think that's about where I'm at right now. I think that's where I'm at. We got 4 watching live. We got 3 likes. Oh, guys, so remember back in December, I think it was like the first week of December, maybe even the last week of November, I entered 2 writing competitions, and I think that one, they let you know the results in March, but I found out yesterday that my short film called 50, the script I entered in the script writing competition, the writing competition, won first place. So I won my first writing competition. I put it up on Facebook and it's on X, but maybe if you only catch it on the show, yeah, it was awesome. All glory to God. That was so awesome. From the kid who had to take remedial writing and reading classes to winning an award for writing. Yeah, mind blown. Once you learn that ADD and ADHD are superpowers, the tough one is when being dyslexic. But the cool thing is spell check. So my dyslexia just goes right through, and I have spell check, so it's all good to go. It's just when I'm writing, and like in my anatomy and physiology class, when everything has to be spelled perfectly, and yeah, and I'm phonetic. I'm so phonetic in my brain. It's not good. That class score is not good. But yeah, crazy. I won my first writing competition, and hopefully we'll find out next month in a couple weeks about the other one. But man, I was just blown away. I had to read it seriously. I read it 5 times, and then just was making sure, okay, this guy's legit. I know who this is, just in case somebody was screwing with me. But yeah, wow, my mind is completely blown that I won a writing competition. And the funny thing is, in my English class, my paper that I'm writing, my first paper about myself, is I'm actually writing about how in 5th grade, how I was made fun of for my writing because nobody could read my handwriting. So the kid who was reading up there actually made fun of me while I was reading, and it was really fucking embarrassing. And at that point, I was like, I'm never fucking writing again. And I didn't start writing until 4 years ago, for the first time since 5th grade. And then to have my first short film win, I'm stoked, and that just makes me want to write more. That's all it does. It just makes me want to write more. We got 6 watching live. We got 3 likes. What's everybody sipping on? I got water. I should have a coffee about right now, but it's all good. Wife and kids are about to go pick up the dinner tonight. It's Chase's birthday. He turns 23 years old today. So we're going to have a big feast at the house. That's my part of the present. That, and I got some stuff that he likes. But yeah, getting that, it's going to be fun. The whole family's going to be, everybody that's out here in Arizona is going to be out here, that part of the family. So it's going to be a good evening. So what's everybody sipping on? Nothing. All right. Well, I've also got my sparkling water downstairs. I forgot to bring it up. It's in the fridge, so it's all good. It's not getting warm. We got 7 watching live, and 3 likes. Boy, I really screwed that one up. On to our first named segment of the show, the social media segment, because we're not just here live almost every Friday at 5 Arizona time, but we're on Twitter, well, X now, formerly known as Twitter, at TJWIMZ. You can find us on Instagram at TJWIMZ, LinkedIn and Facebook at TJWIMBS, as in bullshit or bullshisa, and I'm even on the IMDb, the Internet Movie Database. You can find me there at imdb.me/TJWIMBS, as in bullshit or bullshisa. Big week on YouTube. 3 brand new subscribers. That brings our grand total up to 474 subscribers. Hey, Dad, what's going on? Thank you guys so much for coming out on Fridays. I really appreciate it. And to have that many subscribers is just freaking awesome. Hey, I wonder if I should be like one of those people on LinkedIn and put award-winning writer now on my thing. kind of douchey, but that's kind of cool. Couple new videos up on X, breakfast videos. I think I only got like maybe 2 or 3 in this week. And of course, the new collectible show is up with the new episode that came out Tuesday at 9 a.m. That's going to be the drop time for all new episodes. It will be Tuesday at 9 a.m. We've already got next week's already recorded, ready to go for episode 9. I've got episode 10 and 11 sitting right here waiting to be recorded. So boom, I know I'm going to have at least 10 original episodes of my collectible show, which I really am enjoying making, because it's bringing back so much nostalgia from when I was a kid. Seeing these things still being made when I'm an adult, I think it's freaking awesome, and how much more badass they are than even when I was a kid. So it's really, really cool. I like that stuff. I really do dig all of that stuff. All right, guys, we're just flying through that part. Got that Kirkland water. Gotta have that Costco water. But I'm not eating that rotisserie chicken no more. Not no else on the internet. No siree. On to the next segment. TJ's Hollywood Second. You may have heard this before, but I'm going to tell you again. Lots of people passing away this week. It was a bad week for Hollywood, man. Check this out. It was a lot. Listen up. Eric Dane passed away at 53. Very, very young man. Tom Noonan, he passed away. I can't remember how old he was, but he played. He was really good at playing a henchman. He was a really good bad guy. Remember, he was a bad guy in Last Action Hero, not the shoot 'em up guy, but the guy with the axe from the movie character from that movie. It was weird because it's a movie within a movie, not quite Inception, but close. Robert Duvall passed away at 95. What an incredible actor Robert Duvall was. This goes back to my childhood. The developer of Castlevania passed away at age 52. That was Shutaro Ida. And the creator of Sega Mega Drive, Hidesaki Soto, passed away at 77. And the brilliant Hispanic voice actress Dolores Munoz, who basically voiced every single female cartoon character from the 60s, 70s, 80s, 90s, and 2000 for Mexican television and Spanish television. She literally did every single voice from all those characters. She passed away at 107. Probably one of the greatest voice actors ever. She was incredible. She did all of those voices. That is badass to be able to have that many different versions. That is so cool. So much respect for voice actors that have that level. Sorry that she went, but man, her legacy will live on with all of those cartoons that she dubbed. Yes. Hey guys, if you're out in Arizona on a Sunday, I always throw it up. Come on out. We can go worship at my church, City Church. We're actually doing a big thing on March 15th where it's like you have to bring somebody new into church. So figuring out which one of my classmates I want to drag in there. Not like I have a group of guys that hang out with, like, hey, let's go, Bob. Now it's just me and a bunch of 20-year-old kids in school I go to school with. It's funny, bro. It's funny. It's like rare. Every once in a while I'll get somebody over 40 in my class and we're always like, or I become best friends with the teacher because we're basically the same age, which is also hilarious. Teacher's pet. What's on TV? What am I watching this weekend? I'm going to catch up on Landman and Fallout. That is one of the goals of this weekend because I'm going to be away next weekend, so I'm going to be able to watch any TV. I'm going to be deep into that script and on that guitar until my fingers fall off so I can get those scenes right. Yeah, man, it's crazy. I'm just learning, man. I'm learning again, all over again. But hey, I'll be able to play 2 songs now on the old guitar. What? That is the plan. This guy just made this song, so I'm learning it too as he learned it. But man, when somebody is super talented while you're trying to learn, it's just like, oh, bro, because like you play something that reminds you of something, and then they start playing the full song of what it reminds you of, and you're like, you're so talented. That's so awesome. What's up, Rusty? I think that's about it because I did not check IMDb for my numbers because I'm not acting. And for real, that movie that they said was coming out, California Dreaming, like back in Christmas still has not freaking dropped. So I don't even know what's up with them dudes. So I have no idea if that freaking movie is even going to freaking come out. I have no clue. No clue. They, like, seriously, they announced that shit back. I remember we were talking about it back on Thanksgiving. They're like, oh, it's about to drop. It's about to drop. Motherfucker, it's about to be March. Man, filmmakers be pissing me off, man. Oy. That's why I need to have my own production company. I just need to win, not a huge lottery, small lottery, start my production company, and movies and TV shows and shit will be dropping like fucking mad. You won't have to wait 3 years for me to drop freaking another episode or another season. I'm ready to go. I've got 6 seasons ready to be made, baby. What's up? Let's do this. That's all I need, man. Let me hit like after taxes, 3 mil, and that's a production company right there. We're making it. I'm making 6 seasons of that, and then I'm starting all the other freaking TV series that I've come up with. Yeah, oh yeah, all of them, man. All of them. 10 episode seasons. Like, dude, I got so much to. And now I'm even more motivated because I just won that freaking competition. Boom, thank you so much. That's what I'm talking about. I can freaking write fucking script. Thank you. I don't want to write short narrative, but I got to. No, I love writing film scripts. I don't care if it's television, movie, short, 3-hour epic, whatever you need. I love writing scripts. All right, guys, on to the last segment of the show. This week in film. Shul in English, turned in a rough draft, and then I got my tutor feedback. So this weekend I will take my tutor feedback, punch that into my short, my narrative essay. But here's the thing, though, is I may have now too much stuff from reading the tutor's feedback and from what I wanted to add in general from what happened this week with me winning that competition. You can't have more than 1,000 words, and I'm already at like 9 something. This is going to be a tough one. I'm just saying, you know what I'm saying? Yes, I'm saying. Other than that, all my English homework got done about 3 hours ago. Finished it after I had to take the old car into the shop there. And windshield wipers, the bolts, man, it was no good. But now they work perfect, and that's where we're at. It's in anatomy and physiology. Oh, that class, man. Oof, we had a quiz on the muscles, and I know I got every damn one of those right, but I'm probably only going to get a 20% because guess what? Spelling. Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. Ain't that some shit? I thought this was anatomy and physiology class. This bitch scoring us on fucking how you can spell. The fuck? Man, that's some bullshit right there. Because if he was typing out anything that had to do with it, it would all get spell checked. But y'all, you wrote it, you didn't spell a 46-letter word correctly. Oh, my fucking bad. I left out the fucking Q after the Z. What? Get the fuck out of here with that shit, man. That class, I may end up failing, and then I'm gonna have to take some other science, some bullshit science class, because you gotta have science. Other than that, if I do get out of this class, I only have 2 more classes to get my associates, and then I will have my associates in art, and then I'll be ready to go over to ASU, the big giant 4-year university. Yeah, one of my childhood dreams. Well, the main one was to play. Oh, I didn't really say to play Division I college football because I did play college football. I did play 2 years. So now I'm going to be going to a division school. So ipso facto, goal accomplished. I think that was like my goal on like when I was in kindergarten. I think it was watching an Oklahoma game or something like that. I can't remember. Not when we're in the trailer, but we're in the house. That little one. Yeah, not the one on Prentice Street, but the first little tiny one. The one, hey, Dad, remember that little mouse would come up out of that corner and you were sitting back with your pellet gun? Man, you were a beast with that pellet gun. I remember we would, this is the craziest thing, guys. My dad would be chilling, just sitting in a lawn chair, chilling in a pair of shorts, right? One of his buddies be over there and drinking a Coors or whatever. And he had this pellet gun, and it looked like one of those freaking super badass guns you would see in the Olympics. It was just a pellet gun. He's as cool as that dude that wins the Olympics, that wins all those shooting competitions. Dad would just be like, you hear a locust, a fucking locust in this big fucking huge tree we had in our front yard. And my dad would just be like, and that locust would be, you'd be like, how the fuck did you shoot it like that? Man, you should have been a sniper, Pops. you were nasty with that pellet rifle, boy. That pellet gun, you would kill everything. It was just so crazy. You could pick anything off from anywhere. It was so freaking awesome. That was cool. Man, how did we get there? Oh yeah, and then my last class of the week is my script writing class, which of course, I love script writing. I love to write, and I can't wait to talk to my professor on Tuesday about winning that. So that was cool because I wrote that in her class, and she was the one that said, "Hey, you should probably submit this." Yeah, so I did. All right, so we are. We are now doing character relationships for the TV pilot, the 60-minute TV pilot. So yeah, 60 pages of script for when you're done. But right now, it's you're as I'm writing the script, you have to do the relationships at the top, like the main 5 characters of the film, because that really, when you break all these things down, all these little things down, it really helps you write the script, and it really helps bring out the characters, and you can add more dialogue, and then you can speak in other voices instead of just your own. Because when you have you learn all these things about the character, when you write all these things, it creates that voice for that character, because now you have this full, complete background of this character. So you can write in a separate voice, because a lot of times when I first started writing, I was always afraid that I would only be writing in one voice, my voice. But if you really, like I said, if you really dig deep and you give that your characters like a real freaking a real no shit background, like almost like you write in your head an episode of, if you had like a 30-minute episode to do their entire life, right? So you basically do like a mini treatment with that. And then now when you're writing the character, you think, oh, well, this happened to him, so oh, this is probably how they would react in this situation. You see what I'm saying? So the more background that you give, even now, I'm not talking about just your main characters. That's easy. But I'm talking about all your supporting characters. Anybody under that's above and under 5, and some of my under 5s, I give a background to, because it's just easier to write in a separate voice if you know the person you're writing about. If that makes sense. I don't know. That's just how I do it. I also write backwards too. So that was, like I said, that's a big problem. Is like when I'm writing, especially if they just want the first 20 pages, when I've written the last 20 pages, but I've only written the first 5 pages. So writing backwards, I think is the only time that writing backwards can be a problem. But I always know how I want my series or my episode to end. It's the weirdest thing. I always know how I want it to end, but I never know how I want to start it. And it's that very first episode. Once I figure out exactly how I'm starting it, man, the rest of it goes, because once I end that episode, I'm good to go, because I already know how I want that episode to end. And yeah, so it just slides, and it helps out. But it's weird. I do write like that. Yep, that's what I do. All right, guys. Let me get. Oh, I think the water went backwards. Hold on. Oh wow. You ever have that when the water goes up that way? Oof, man, that was crazy. I think I spat a little bit. Was it like a spittle? 1 second, please. Amen, guys. Have a great, fantastic weekend. Stay safe out there. Stay blessed. Always watch your 6. Get those hands 2 and 10, and just be careful out there. Stay safe. I love all y'all, and I hope to see you guys same YouTube time. Oh, actually, next week. Hold on, time out. I'm filming next Friday, so I don't know how next weekend's going to go. I don't know if we're going to do the show on Sunday or super early on Friday. I think let's do it. Let's do what we're going to do. Let's do the show on Sunday. That way I can tell you all about filming over the weekend. Is that fair? So the next episode will be March 1st. So we can talk about my birthday, we can talk about the show, talk about all that stuff. Yeah, it's going to be awesome. All right. So that's what we're going to do, guys. Next Sunday, episode 240. I'll see you guys there. But for right now, I'm out. What?